logic, the law of identity. So this book is a book. It's not a table, it's not a Swami, it's not a mobile phone, it's not a plant, it's not the sky or the earth, it's a book. What is it? It's a book. What is it different from? Everything else. Now, Vedanta says this is a kind of limitation because it's only this poor little thing, it's not anything else. Now, all of us are like that. That's the whole meaning of identity, that we are only this and that makes us different from everybody else and everything else. But that's a limitation, isn't it? You're only limited to one thing. If there is no object limitation, what will happen? What will happen? This is crucial. Object limitation means A is only A and not anything else. B is only B and not anything else. But suppose there is no object limitation, then that one which has no object limitation, nothing will be different from it. What is object limitation? Book is only book and everything is different from it. But suppose this object limitation is not there, then that entity which has no object limitation, there will be nothing different from it. There will be no second entity apart from it. No second, in English, non-dual. In Sanskrit, Advaitam, non-dual. So, no object limitation implies non-duality, Advaita. No space limitation implies all-pervasive. No time limitation implies eternal. Salutations to the all-pervasive, salutations to the eternal, salutations to the non-dual. Salutations to the all-pervasive, eternal, non-dual, Ananta, infinite reality. That is the meaning of Dikkaladhyanavachinna Anantaya Namaha. Salutations. Now, what is that which has no limitation in space, no limitation in time, no limitation in object? What is that which is all-pervasive, eternal, non-dual? The answer is, wait for it, you. You. We might say that, I've been hearing that a lot from this non-dual talk. I am Brahman. Prove it, show me. I'm going to show you right now. Then I'll ask you if you got it or not. This getting it has 3 stages. First stage, and each stage is important. First stage is, have I got the teaching itself? What do I mean by that? What the teacher said, what the text said, can I at least say that back to you? I can summarize it, what you have said. You can claim, I can tell you what you said. I can just, but I can always say that I know what you said, I don't get it. That's all right. But do you know what I said? Do you know what the text said? Often you will be surprised to see how many people only hear bits and pieces and retain even less of what has been said. That's why in the traditional Vedanta classes, they would insist on us memorizing these texts. I won't do that. Drive away whoever is interested. But that still means you have to listen carefully and at least mentally be able to rehearse what was said. That's step 1 of getting it. If you don't do that step 1, the rest is immaterial, pointless. Step 1, you must at least listen carefully, must at least take accurate notes or have the essence of the teaching. One teacher said nicely, how do you listen? Don't listen like a leaky pot, upside down pot, leaky pot, and dirty pot. Upside down pot is, put it there and you put water on it, nothing stays, it all rolls up the sides. So there are sometimes, not in this group I'm sure, but sometimes in some group you'll find upside down pot. What did you get out of it? I don't know, something they said is nice. No use. Vedanta is no use for such people. Then there is the leaky pot. Got it? You pour water into a leaky pot, then what happens? It leaks out. After some time, nothing is left. The ability to hold on to at least the main part, even if you don't remember the original Sanskrit. Yeah, the masters I've seen, they're incredible. Is to remember text after text after text. I'm not saying that makes them enlightened, but that itself is a great capacity. I've seen a master from whom I used to study Vedanta when I was a brahmachari, Meda Chaitanya Maharaj, Damodar Ashram. He was in his mid-90s at that time. He passed away at the age of 105. He was in his mid-90s. And he was reading a text. At one point, what he was saying did not match the text. And then later we found that it was a printing mistake in the text. I said, how did you read out the correct? He was actually, he sort of was almost half blind. He couldn't see what was written there. He was reciting from memory. So, even if you don't remember it to that extent, at least the essence, the gist of what has been said should be retained. There's a definition of medha, the word used in Sanskrit, medha, granthartha dharana samarthya, the ability to retain the essence of a text. That's the first. Then there's dirty pot. If you pour water into dirty pot, what happens? It retains it, but the water is polluted. So I've come here with not with a clear intention of learning and advancing in spiritual life and becoming enlightened. No, I've come here, I know what is right and this guy is wrong, I'm here to prove him wrong. Then that's a dirty pot. That will not help. We should come with faith and reverence, so that, reverence helps. It helps you to download this teaching that much faster and to catch hold of it. See for yourself. This is the beauty of Advaita Vedanta. It says you can see for yourself right here, right now. Consider it. That's the beauty. Other texts might tell you God exists, meditate on God for 50 years and then let's see what will happen. Then you'll have to just believe it and go on that if you want to. But here, the claim is you can see for yourself straight away. So, listen like that. The second step of first step is listening. Not like dirty pot, not like empty pot, not like upside down pot. Listen carefully. And you should be able to say, I can tell you what the teaching is. The second step is questioning. So I know what the teaching is, but there are these parts of it I don't get it. And I can ask questions. That's what we will do now, a little later. And then the third part of it is, alright, I know what the teaching is, and I also get it. My doubts have been resolved. But still not a living truth for me. I can't honestly claim to be enlightened. My life has not been transformed. As you originally promised, you'll go over all, you'll transcend suffering, attain fulfillment. But I haven't attained fulfillment. I still feel suffering in various forms. In that case, what we have acquired by listening, what we have understood by questioning, reasoning, we must stay with it in meditation, with Vedantic meditation, so that it becomes a living truth for us. Listening, reasoning, meditation. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Three steps to getting it. Really getting it, becoming enlightened. Okay. The next part is really important. Here is where we try to make it evident here and now, what is being talked about. Namah Chinmatra Murtaye. I salute consciousness alone. I salute consciousness alone. What is being said here? Notice that you, yourself, you exist right now. Nobody has any doubt there. That was the philosopher Descartes' great discovery, that you can doubt the existence of everything, but you cannot doubt your own existence. Right? We cannot doubt our own existence. Nobody can. You can doubt everything. All of this might be a dream. It might be the Matrix movie you're sitting in. Could be. In fact, according to latest cognitive research and all, it probably is. Donald Hoffman and all, they're saying that the brain is constantly rendering reality for us. It must be something like that, because clearly we are not in direct touch with reality. We are in touch with reality through our senses. Our senses are getting in data from outside, and that is again heavily processed, and a picture is built up for us, visual, auditory, spatial and all of that, in the brain. So literally we are inhabiting a virtual representation of some kind of reality done by our brains. Alright. But I exist, the experiencer of these experiences. Nobody can doubt that. The experiences, objects can be doubted. The contents of your experience you can doubt whether they are really there or not. But you cannot doubt your own. Even in a dream, when you wake up from the dream, you say that all of it was a dream. It was only a dream. Dismiss it all. But you don't dismiss that you saw the dream. That you cannot dismiss. You exist now. Even in a dream you exist. Vedanta will say even in deep sleep, that's also an experience. It's not an absence of experience, it's an experience of absence, deep sleep. And you, the experiencer, the basic awareness is always present there. Right now, with your eyes open, you're looking at all of this. The eyes open, I am. I am. This I am awareness is there. Suppose I close my eyes. Now I cannot see anything. Remember, all of this is based entirely on our experience right now. With my closed eyes, I cannot see anything. But can I doubt my own existence? What do you think? You try it yourself. Close. Is the world, are you experiencing the world? No. Are you seeing the world? No. I won't say experiencing. You are experiencing. But are you seeing the world? No. But are you there? You say, yes, I am there. Now, suppose I stop hearing. Are you still there? Yeah, I can't see and hear, but I'm there. Suppose I stop smelling, tasting, touching. So I have no sensory experience of the world. They have something called sensory deprivation tanks. Are you still there? Or have you disappeared? No, you're still there. You exist. Alright. Suppose your memories, our memories go away. I can't remember what happened yesterday, Dave, or just 10 minutes ago. I can't remember. It happens. Sometimes in old age it happens. Does that mean you are not there anymore? Does that mean you are not there anymore? No. You are very much there. You're aware of the memory not being sharp, memory not functioning. We have our oldest member, Bill, who's 99 years, this year 100 years. So he's saying, Swami, my memory is not what it used to be. I said, I'm half your age, and my memory is not what it used to be. So you are fine. Your memory is not keen, but you are fine. You still exist. Even if memory fails, you still exist. If you shut down feelings, neither very pleasant nor very unpleasant, neutral feelings, are you still there? I am. And if you shut down all kinds of thoughts, no thought, I am. So, this I am is there in spite of whether there are thoughts and emotions and perceptions, and if there are no perceptions, thoughts and emotions, the I am is still there. If there are no thoughts, you cannot say I am, but you still exist. If you don't pop in and out of existence because of one thought. Okay. And notice, when these experiences are present, this I am is continuous. Without these experiences, this I am is there. And when these experiences are present, when you are seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, I am is constant. What you are seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting keeps changing. When we are thinking, remembering, feeling, all internal, understanding, or not understanding, not feeling, forgetting, I am is constant. What we understand, feel, remember, these keep changing, but the I am is the same and unchanging. All through our actions, when I'm walking and talking and driving, I am. When I'm enjoying and suffering, I am. And it's the same I am. Interesting. It's the same I am in the midst of enjoyment, it's the same I am in the midst of suffering. It's the same I am in all our waking experiences. It's the same I am in all our dream experiences. It's the same I am in the blankness of deep sleep. It's just that you can't say I am there, you can't think it. But you are there because to you the blankness is presented. I mean, what is deep sleep? Right now, if you close your eyes and imagine you are not hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, thinking anything, feeling anything, remembering anything, even drop the idea of I, that's deep sleep, you're still there. If you start thinking in your mind and not seeing anything externally, that's a dream state. If you open your eyes, that's the waking state. All throughout, I am. I am. All throughout. In waking, dreaming, deep sleep, I am. The same I am continues. Now, let me point this out. In the, when you say this is not limited in space, not limited in time, what is meant there is actually space and time are experienced in that I am. Think about it. Nicely it's put there. This thing was being taught to a group of monks in Himalayas, in Haridwar. So one monk sitting at the back of the hall said, and the teacher said, you are all pervasive consciousness. The monk said, just a minute. I am here and not there, and you are there and not here. How can I be everywhere? In Hindi, he said, मैं यहाँ वहाँ नहीं, तो कैसे सर्वत्र कैसे हुआ? I am here, I am not there. Then how can I be all pervasive? And the teacher answered, follow the answer carefully. He said, but there and here, are they not both in you? Think about it. I'm not talking about the body. I'm just talking about awareness. Even the sense, idea of here and there, both are appearing in awareness. Look at it this way. In our dreams, suppose you're standing there in a big field, looking at people close to you and things far away from you, and the sky far above. All that near you and far away from you, when you wake up, what will happen? You'll realize all of that was in your mind. The idea of space, here and there, was in your mind. Your mind itself generated that entire virtual world of here and there. This idea of here and there is just because of our perceptual field. This body and the perceptions here, this makes it close to us, that is far away from us. But close to this and far away from this, both are, if you take a stand in as consciousness, as awareness, you'll see it is in awareness these things are appearing. Similarly for time. So the claim here is that time and space are all appearances in that awareness. If time and space are all appearances in that awareness, then in all of space, that awareness is there. In all of time, that awareness is there. In that sense, awareness is all pervasive and eternal. Being beyond time, awareness is eternal. Being beyond space, awareness is all pervasive. It sounds heavy duty, but it's not actually. You use the dream example, you'll get it just like that. In dreams, we construct our own time and space. And everything in that time and space we pervade. Now one question here, if you have followed me so far, one question here might be, just a minute. Awareness, you're saying awareness is everywhere. If awareness is everywhere, why am I not aware of everything? If my awareness pervades everything, can you tell me that what's outside the hall right now? But awareness being everywhere and knowledge of everything is different. Think about it this way. If in your dreams, in our dreams we imagine a whole world, right? We are in the middle of a world, we are talking to people, there are people around us, there are things far away from us, things near us, and we have this sensation, the idea that we are surrounded by a whole world unknown and unseen around us. Just like right now. In our dreams, we never have this experience that only this much exists. Because it's a dream, only this much exists. Nothing else exists outside. No, we feel it's just like the waking world. We don't even doubt it. So, in the dream, we have an experience of a known world and something unknown existing apart from what I know right now. In our dreams, what does it feel like? I am here, I am seeing these people, I am hearing this much, this is the limit of my knowledge, and beyond this, a lot of things are there which I don't know. Maybe if I go there, I will see. Another example is a virtual reality. A virtual reality, those who have played video games or in a virtual environment, so you are in a room. And the virtual reality also provides you other things outside the room. There are things there outside. And if you take your character there, you will see those things also. They'll be rendered for you. And the computer is rendering those environments as you go further and further. That's what a virtual reality does. Here the claim is it's exactly like that. In awareness, some part of it is known. Whatever is presented to awareness through your eyes, ears, nose and all, that what you know. And in awareness, the rest of it exists as the unknown. If you go and investigate there through your senses and your science, you will know that much also. But all of it is still there in your awareness. Let me put it this way. This entire universe exists in you, the awareness. And by I mean you, I mean the awareness. I don't mean body only. Your body exists in that awareness. Mind also exists in that awareness. Universe exists in that awareness. It exists as the known and the unknown. Let me give you another example to drive home this point. Our same person, Bill, who's 100 years old now, he's a retired physicist. So, and a Second World War veteran. He used to fly bombers over the Pacific Ocean in 1940s. So he said, no, Swami, I don't accept this thesis that everything is in consciousness. This is a kind of idealism. I don't accept that. This room, we are actually sitting. This room exists whether we are aware of it or not. It exists separately. That's our common sense approach. Let me put a camera there. We'll give an example. Let me put a camera here. We'll take pictures of this room. Both of us will leave this room. And when we come back, I will show you the camera showing the empty room existing without us. It's not that the room exists because we are seeing it. It exists by itself. It does not exist because in our minds only or in consciousness only. So I said to him, Bill, in your awareness, you set up this camera. In your awareness, both of us left this room. In your awareness, both of us came back into this room. In your awareness, we examined the pictures in this camera showing an empty room. At which point did you jump out of your awareness? Or can you even jump out of your awareness? You can't. It's a very simple point, but a little difficult to wrap your mind around, which I'm making. But once you get it, it's blindingly obvious.